Alright, what is up guys? My name is Brent Knight. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw. Although you guys may not feel confident and you feel like you may draw like in elementary school or in kindergarten, I will be able to help you and show you how to draw. And although drawing is mostly best for right-brained individuals, which are more creative and artistic, left-brain and logical people are still capable of learning this skill. And it is a talent that most people wish to possess because it's a pastime that we enjoy doing as kids. And there's this, his name is Rob Court. He is the founder of this institute named Scribbles Institute. And he wrote on March 21st, 2012, that on his website, scribblesinstitute.com, that is a great way to show knowledge and can actually improve your grades in school. And what I mean is, if a 6th grader were to draw a picture and a diagram of a flower in her biology class, she's showing her teacher that she understands the process of photosynthesis. And and it's also a great way of relieving stress, according to Elizabeth Scott. She's an author and health educator for About.com. She says that it's called art therapy, and what it does, it helps relieve stress. It's a distraction from what's stressing you, and then it also is what's called flow. It's kind of like that meditation state that it puts you in because you're concentrating on what you're doing, and you're blocking out everything else. And then as well, she calls it self-care, which is more of a balanced lifestyle. So you're still getting your logical side if you're more of the left brain individual, and then you're still getting working on your right brain, you know. So today I will be demonstrating you guys how to draw the male torso. I chose the male torso because it's more defined than a woman's torso and upper body. First of all, I'm going to show you how to do this by using construction lines and basic shapes. Second, we're going to go refine those lines with adding a little bit more detail into that, and then lastly we're going to refine our lines and show all final details to complete our image. So let's get started. So first of all, I have my, if you guys want to follow along, you can. I have just a piece of paper and a pencil. This is kind of like an artistic pencil. This is 0.5, and then this is 0.7. You don't have to write it. And then I also have just a little white eraser for it. This model actually helps show basic proportions and shapes of the body. So as you can see, the head is almost like an oval, and then you have the joints and shoulders as well as circles and so on. So you it helps with positioning. If you were wanting to draw someone running, you could do that. You could pose this, and it'll help you. So first of all, what I call my 5-second sketch, I use construction lines. So I'll just use basic lines. So I'll go something like that. Let's see, and then kind of like a curved line like that, and then I'll have almost like a T. So with this, I'm gonna start. This is my construction lines. This is what I know how I'm gonna start. And then now I'm gonna start adding a little bit more detail into this. So I'm gonna start using my basic shapes. So I'm gonna use an oval as a torso. I'm gonna add a circle for a head, and another circle pretty close to the oval as the hips. And then same thing as for this one. I'll be doing that. It's almost like a circle. Another oval. And another circle. And then I just kind of keep repeating this process. Now you don't have to worry if it's not absolutely correct, because this is just your simple sketch. So with this, I'm going to start adding a little bit more detail. Start putting in, still adding a little bit more of the basic shapes. Oops. See, I messed up there, but it's okay. And then just keep adding basic shapes. Using basic shapes just helps you get your proportions right. Very simple. And it doesn't take much skill to do, because I'm sure all of you guys draw stick figures, and if you know how to draw stick figures, you're already halfway through the process. So now that I got my basic construction and basic shapes, I'm going to start adding a little bit more detail. So I'm going to start adding more of the more construction, so it looks a little bit more realistic and muscle to it. So I'm going to start drawing the face a little. So this is a side view. Alright, there's his chest, something like that, and then have his back, arch it a little, and add the bum. Start going into the arm. This is also just very, very quick. You want to stay very loose. I'm kind of drawing darkly so you guys can see this, but you do want to stay very loose and very light with your images. So I'm going to start on this one. This is a 3/4 view. So he's kind of looking off this way. So just stay very loose and very light. Don't worry about what's not working, because this is actually the best step to seeing what you how you want your image to look. So just keep going with that, adding this kind of simple shape. So as you can see, that would be an oval, the muscle would be an oval, this would be a circle and such. So I'm kind of like trying to do this really fast right now. So now he's looking in that direction, and his body sparks a little. And then this is pretty much the same process. So I'm adding his torso right here, adding his flesh. And alright, so now that I've done this, it's not perfect, but it's just a basic idea of what I want and how I want it to look. So now that I've done this, I'm going to go ahead and start, I kind of got a basic guideline of what I want, and I'm going to start adding adding a little bit more detail to my image. So I have a black marker just so I know the face will go like this and such. So I pretty much just trace it in a sense. It is just so I know what's going on, and if I see something that's not working, I can still adjust it in this step. And then after I've completed this step, all these lines, pretty much tracing, everybody likes tracing, it's easy. So I'm gonna, you see, I already know where all the where the chest would be, and if you really wanted to, you can also add like more details like the abs and such. But you can also do that as well in your in the second step. So I know his muscles are going to be looking like that. Just start making it look a little bit more realistic, like the collarbone right there. And knowing, helping, if any of you guys have taken the an anatomy class, that also really, really, really helps with the body, because you know how the body's supposed to look. I mean, I haven't taken that class, but I know the basic proportions and such. So I have a pre-image of what I drew already, and it will look something like that. So you can see that I have simple shapes and such like that of all those steps that I've told you about. So in this speech, I demonstrated to you guys how to draw a male torso or in body, simply by forming your construction lines in basic shapes, refining your construction lines in basic shapes, and then refining your lines into your final image. So next time you guys feel like you can't draw Just follow these steps and it'll help boost your confidence in your drawing and next project you have. So, thank you.